My name is Jimmi Mayes, legally James Mayes, and I was born from Jackson, Mississippi. Proud to be back to Mississippi. I started in high school. I would say I was around the 9th grade in high school and junior high. Then I started playing in the school band in the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. But during those years, from my sophomore year up until I graduated, I started playing in the nightclubs. We call it the Chittlin Circuit as well as the juke joints combined in my career. And I was playing and making money as a teenager. Other kids was in school. I was in school, but I was in the juke joints at night. And right up until I graduated, man, I was been hustling all my life. My biggest influence came from Hank Ballard. Even though I wasn't singing then, but Hank Ballard was like my hero because I used to idolize Hank Ballard in the Midnighters. My first gig was with, while I was in school, with Jacob Moore. And through Jacob Moore, I met Johnny Littlejohn and Elmo James. So I actually played for Elmo James and Johnny Littlejohn while I was still going to Jim Hill High School. Then when I graduated from high school, I moved to Chicago. I guess I was 17 when I graduated, or 18. I don't forget, it was so long ago. But I was playing in a club called the Blue Flame. A gentleman was talking to me about the Blue Flame earlier. And while I was playing in the Blue Flame with these guys, Sam Lay used to come to the club all the time. So one night, Sam Clay came in the club all out of breath saying, "Hey man, you play just like me. I want to know, do you want to play with Little Walter?" I said, "Little Walter?" He said, "Yeah, man, I'm going with Howlin' Wolf." And I got the job with Little Walter Jacob, the world's greatest harmonica player. And I was just 19 years old. We were doing an interview, and Dorothy Moore said, "Don't ask Jimmy who all he played with, ask him who all he didn't play with." That's what Dorothy Moore had to say. But to answer your question, Little Walter, Jimmy Reed, Pine Top Perkins, Hubert Sumner, Willie Big Iron Smith, Earl Hooker, Robert Jr. Lockwood, that was the blues. The Tommy Hunt from the Flamingos, Martha Reeves and the Vandellos, Joey D and the Starlighters. We had the record The Peppermint Twist. And then, of course, along came Mr. Hendrix himself. He was Maurice James. So I actually got Jimmy a job. And it's all in my book, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Sideman to the Stars. But we toured together as Maurice James, and we were in the Starlighters together, backing up Joey D. And after Jimmy made it, we ran into each other, and to make a long story short, ladies and gentlemen, I was on 4 Jimi Hendrix CDs. The Choir of Love, First Rays of the New Rising Sun, Martin Scorsese Present the Jews, and the blues. And the last Jimmy's album was People, Hell, and Angels, and I'm playing on that as well. So that's to name a few. Then there's some other people that I played with that I loved. I did a sit-in with the Drifters. I sit-in with the Flamingos. I did a sit-in with the Coasters. And I played behind Kansas City Man himself, Wilbert Harrison. So, and one of my good gigs was Shep and the Limelights. Dad is Home. Matter of fact, I'm doing that tomorrow night. We're going to be in Jackson, Mississippi at the 119 Club. And we practice at a lady named Carol. You told me to get up in the microphone, Jim, because you're really singing that song. That's what you tell. I'm talking about you, Carol. And I'd like to pass something on to the kids. Learn how to read your instrument. And as Bobby Rush was saying, and Jesse Robinson, get your education. That's really important. I had a scholarship to Jackson State and a walk-in scholarship to Tennessee State, and I didn't take it. It's the only thing in my whole career that I would do over. I would go to college. So get your education. It's more fun than bad, but it depends on who you're traveling with. At that time, we really had some ups and downs. But since we discussed in the Chittlin Circuit, so we won't talk about the fancy clubs and everything. Let's stay on the Chittlin Circuit. Because like They didn't name a lot of clubs, but you couldn't wait to get the bottom. In Atlanta, you had the Royal Peacock. Jackson, Mississippi, you had the Stevenson Rose Room. Vicksburg, you had the Blue Room. So these are Chittlin Circuit gigs. That's how we made our living. And we didn't eat a lot because wasn't like that. I'm repeating a lot. You heard all day. Wasn't a lot of places to eat. But Earl Hooker passed some advice on to me that I like to pass to kids. He called me Junior because Little Walter adopted me. I was Little Walter's son. But Earl Hooker said, Junior always eat a hot meal. Because when we were traveling, we were getting hot dogs and hamburgers trying to save our little money. So kids, eat a hot meal. It'll keep you going. Right, Mickey? This is all I know how to do. I never did that. Oh, I was a busboy for. So let me say this, please. I was a busboy at R. Donnelly, and that same company ended up the company that pressed my book. My book was pressed up by R. Donnelly. So I just love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Just stay at it. Never give up. Stay at it and treat people the way you would like to be treated. That's what I would like to say.